Imale masa. Yo, imale, yo.
Iran has launched a missile attack on Israel, the Israeli military said in a statement, in a serious escalation of the conflict in the Middle East. In a post on X, the Israeli Defense Forces said Israeli civilians were sheltering in bomb shelters across Israel as Iran fired rockets, later posting a video allegedly showing Iranian missiles raining down over the Old City in Jerusalem. Iran's permanent mission to the United Nations said Iran had claimed responsibility for the missile fire, which it concluded was a legal, rational, and legitimate response to Israeli attacks. It added that any response from Israel would elicit a subsequent and crushing response, and advised supporters of Israel to part ways with it. Israel immediately vowed to retaliate the strike, with Israeli military spokesperson Daniel Hagari saying in a televised address that Israel was prepared to defend itself in a timely manner. The IDF said around 200 missiles had been launched towards Israel before concluding that very few citizens had been injured in the attack, with multiple missiles intercepted by Israel's Iron Dome defense system. A spokesperson for the White House said that the U.S. military aided Israel's defense against Iranian attacks and helped shoot down missiles targeting Israel. A series of window-shattering explosions were heard in Tel Aviv and near Jerusalem, although it was not immediately clear if these were coming from missiles themselves or were the sound of Israeli defenses intercepting the attacks. Israel's airport authority has said the country's airspace has been closed, with incoming flights being diverted to airports outside the country. The strike followed a warning from a senior U.S. official that Iran was preparing to imminently launch a ballistic missile attack. The official, who spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss the intelligence, said the U.S. is actively supporting Israeli defensive preparations. This comes after the Israeli military on Tuesday warned people to evacuate nearly 24 Lebanese border communities hours after announcing what it said were limited ground operations against Hezbollah. White House officials did not immediately offer any evidence backing its intelligence finding. The official added that the administration was confident in the determination. According to the videos, it's obvious that this time a lot of missiles hit targets on the ground, and the Israeli air defense shot down less missiles compared to the last Iranian attack. Let's get back to Ukraine. Ukrainian Bradley crew firing at Russian positions in the Donetsk region. The Ukrainians consider their Bradley IFVs among the most useful weapon systems they have been sent from abroad, arguing that they have excellent firepower and are heavily armored. The 68th Separate Jaeger Brigade destroyed 3 Russian BTR-82 AT armored vehicles near Selidov. The shelter of equipment and manpower was hit. The border guards hit the occupiers in the Vovchansk direction. The ranks of the occupiers were thinned out by fighters of the Fury unit of the Heart Border Brigade. Confirmed losses of the invaders in manpower: 2 eliminated and 3 wounded. Soldiers of the State Border Service again demonstrated effective strikes against enemy Russian troops in the north of Kharkiv region. Ukrainian fighters managed to cover with fire the shelters of the enemy's equipment. The Russian military executed 16 surrendered Ukrainian soldiers at sight. This is the worst incident of prisoners of war execution known so far in this war. It happened near Pokrovsk. Look at what the Russians did. They lined the surrendered Ukrainians up, shot them all down, and then finished off those dying on the ground. When some sneaky character says, Ukrainians just need to surrender, this is the answer regarding what will happen if Ukraine just surrenders to Russia, which is absolutely out of its damn mind and sick with absolute sadism. British intelligence names the reason for Ukrainian armed forces' success in Vovchansk. Russia withdrew its troops from the area of Vovchansk to support operations in the Kursk region. This reduced the occupiers' capabilities in the Vovchansk area. In late September 2024, Ukrainian forces recaptured and cleared the Volchansky chemical plant in Vovchansk, Kharkiv Oblast. The chemical plant acted as a Russian stronghold, enabling tactical operations on the Vovcha River. Its loss will likely limit opportunities for Russian ground forces to advance in Kharkiv Oblast. It is likely that Ukrainian control of the plant will facilitate further counteroffensives in the north of the city to push the Russians back towards the Ukraine-Russia border. Vovchansk has been contested since May 2024, when the Russians began an offensive operation in the Kharkiv Oblast, likely to create a buffer zone to deter and mitigate against any Ukrainian attacks in the Belgorod area. This led to Vovchansk, 5 kilometers south of the Ukraine-Russia border, being a heavily contested city with both sides striving to push the other out of the area. Russia has drawn forces away from the Vovchansk area to support operations in Kursk Oblast, where Ukraine has occupied a salient of Russian territory since August 2024. This has almost certainly reduced the Russian capabilities in the Vovchansk area. In August, Putin ordered the recapture of the Ukrainian-held territories in the Kursk region by the 1st of October. Today is that day, and the Ukrainian forces are firmly entrenched in this Russian region. The Russians occupied Vuhledar. The defense lasted 25 months. The enemy wiped out several of its brigades on the outskirts of the city. The city was defended for the longest time by the soldiers of the 72nd Separate Mechanized Brigade.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.